Hello there everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, Better Than Starting Manned. We are in the Eve system and we are trying to get close to Gilly. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat this thing like a space station for now. So I'm going to try and get an orbital match that's really close to matching Gilly. What I've got is a close encounter of the first kind, not too long away. I'm trying to finesse it so that it's actually, you know, a nice close one, so I have lots and lots of time for this maneuvering thing I'm going to have to do. But let's just say that the math on this is pretty tight. So 37 is about the best we're going to do. In fact, it's so close, it's almost meaningless how close we are right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to get a matched... Basically, we're going to try and get us into an orbit that is really close to this one. And actually, let's see. How long will it take? Alright. Hold on. Maneuver 2. Okay. Delete node 2. Node 1. It's so funky. There we are. I'm just curious how much it's actually going to take. I don't think we're going to have a close enough encounter with Gilly to actually pull this off. I think we're still a little off on the normal here. Alright, let's get rid of that. Our normal must still need a little attention. Oh, hold on. It's because I'm adjusting my normal to try and get this encounter, which is not the way to do this. It's got to be all about radial. What the heck happened to my plan? Something... Okay. I had a plan, dang it. Okay. That's right, we're going to try and slow down a little. Get an encounter. See if we could finesse this. It's one orbit away, you see. So if we make this a nice close encounter like that. There we go. See, we're still off on the plane here. Yeah, things are so... Numerically, some of this stuff is so close, it's not even funny. Yeah, I mean, we're within... Alright, forget about an encounter. We don't want an encounter, we just want to be close so that we can match. Okay, delete node 2. Let's just go with node 1. And we just want our encounter to be as close as is humanly possible. I think part of the problem is I was actually editing... So if we do this in one orbit, that will, and do it right about one orbit about here, that will get us pretty close. In fact, yeah, we'll just do it right. We'll do that, and we're just going to have to do our best. Although I think I want to try and adjust our normal, or our ascending node and descending node. Ah, forget it. That should do it. Okay. So let's quick save. Are we powered? Are we getting charge? Yes, we are. Oh crap. Supposed to be following this thing. There we go. Yeah, they're going the wrong direction relative to one another, which is probably a really bad thing. 4-second burn, and that will get us into a position where we're going to have a close encounter with Gilly. And then hopefully what I want to try to do is basically match orbits so that we keep that close encounter for a long... Wait, we're going opposite directions. No, we have to try and make an orbit, don't we? Well, if we get a close encounter, we can then finesse things a little bit more later. This might not work. Going the opposite direction like this could actually be a fatal flaw. Come on. I goofed, didn't I? Oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go. There we are, there's a Gilly encounter right there. It's not a great one, but all right. Backwards. All right, that's as good as it's going to get. Now the question is, now that we actually have one that's real, can we actually get it into orbit? Or are we just completely out of luck on that front? I think we are completely out of luck on that front. We got... It's going to be... We're going to be in orbit for a couple minutes. Alright, so for us to pull this off is going to be an absurd quantity of delta V. Look at that, 800 plus delta V. Yeah, because we're going retro. Because Gilly is not big enough to actually give us a... Yeah, we're just flashing by it too fast, so I've screwed up. Okay, so I need to go back to the point where I was... Dang it, I need to do this again, guys. Okay, so we are going to reload from our quick save. Our good old Eve Orbit Burns Mark 1. And we need to find our error. And that's what we're going to do today. So that's unfortunate. That was a lot of lost time there, but this is a learning experience. This is me learning because I'm coming in a non-optimal everything, really. So we need to focus Eve Gilly. We need to delete these silly extra nodes because the main issue is the fact that we don't have an encounter yet. And we need to make sure we don't come in retro to Gilly. All right, we need a little more prograde. There's our encounter. All right, now Gilly orbits this way, and we're coming in this way, which means we need to go... Let me see, let's just time warp a little. Okay, Gilly is going... Okay, Gilly is going... Alright, so if we look at this from above, Gilly is going counterclockwise. And we're coming in on a clockwise angle. Well, we're coming in Completely off kilter. Okay. We're not going to play around with this. Okay. So again, we're 90 degrees off. Let's see if we can finesse that anymore. We are exactly 90 degrees, but wasn't that expensive to... Okay, it was expensive. Let's see, is there nothing... There isn't anything we can do about this, is there? Other than coming in steeper and hoping that we... Yeah, I seem to recall we discussed this, that there isn't anything we can do out in interstellar space. Things we can do, we can make sure that we don't come in too close, so that we're coming in from the outside. And then what we need to do is we need to retro. There we go. Now that's a nice big orbit. Okay. So that one costs Node 2 473 to get into this monster orbit around Eve. Now then, the Gilly ascending node. Now Gilly is rotating this way, so we need to rotate this way to match an orbit. And we need to rotate a lot. Let's see how much we're up to. Oh my god, this is going to be expensive. Holy crap. Is there any better we can do? Wow, we're at 2,000 delta V to match this orbit. Okay. No, this is bad. Delete. Delete. Okay, we need to come in at a better angle. How are we going to do that? We need to burn sooner. Let's zero all these out. And we will... Okay. Okay, hold on. Eve's our target. There's our encounter. Now let's see, where are we coming relative to Gilly's orbit? Closer. Okay, that's closer. Let's see, how are we doing? That's actually looking a lot better. So now if we go capture, now it's that orbit, which is sort of intersecting Gilly, but maybe that's not so bad. Or we could do our... No, we want to do it as close to the periapse as possible, just like we always do. Okay, well maybe we just... let's see, what can we do with orbit with number 2 here? We don't want to do too much. We want to do one thing at a time. That's our capture. Gilly is our target. So at the ascending node, now we are going to do in maneuver 3. So we're coming in... No, we're coming in retro again, aren't we? Gilly's going this way. Darn it. Okay. It needs to be switched almost exactly the other way. Which actually means, if you ask me, it means we have to come into it later. So we go in, because we're coming, if we come in too early, we're still coming in the wrong way. Or maybe we just need to... You know what? Maybe I just need to be more aggressive in interstellar space. That's probably what you will have told me by now. In fact, it's starting to look like I might just... Okay, we're coming in. We're still at that 90-degree mark, though. Let's see what we got going on here. Make the orbit. And then, let's see, so we're coming in here, we make our orbit, and then the ascending node, or the descending node, we go, how expensive are you? Very. Slow you down. Not uncontrollably expensive, but definitely up there. But at least we're going in the same direction. .500 meters per second. There we go. Okay, so okay, that's doable based on what I've seen. That is a doable burn based on previous experience with this encounter attempt that we're trying here. All right, so all we have to do now is retro a little more so that our apoapsis which is apparently there we are. Now we're in an encountering orbit. Now the thing is, okay, now here's what I need to figure out. Are we traveling in the same direction? We come in here, maneuver here, maneuver here. We are traveling this way. Gilly, I'm pretty sure, unless I've completely rotated my view, also travels on this plane. Yes, it does. Okay. This is what we need to do. Still not ideal. We're going to use up 89 interstellar, 588 to get into orbit, and 570 to adjust our orbit. I think we have enough. That's 1,000. Okay. That'll be the end of this episode, guys. It's because I gotta get you guys' feedback. It's 1,000. Let's do the math. 89, or so call it 90, plus 588, so 590 plus 680. No, wait. 590 plus 90 is, yeah, 680. Yeah, 680. 680, 1180, 1,150 delta V. Do I have that left in this ship? 1,150 delta V. Can I get that out of that ship? Also assuming that we still need to actually get our encounter. Or do I need to rethink this again? I really look forward to you guys' feedback on this and the previous episodes. This is harder than I expected. I think this is the danger of putting too many eggs in one basket. That's what this is. You're trying to do too many things with one ship. But also just, why can I not get us into a better... Oops. I just don't know why we can't get us into a better orbit. Oh, we're on the Gilly Probe Mark 1 now. Where's our new ship? Alright, Space Center. Anyways, do I burn earlier? Do I burn later? Do I... Yeah, what do I do? Because I know I asked this a few episodes ago and just went ahead and tried it myself, but at this stage... Yeah. So just in case I conclude that one of the episodes wasn't worth it, I wound up in a retro orbit around Gilly. And that made it, again, almost impossible to actually get an encounter with Gilly. So I'm trying to figure out a better solution, and I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, I'd love to get the target on back on the Eve system here. There we go. So it's really just a question of, can I do any better than I'm doing right now? Mark. Hey guys, just wanted to wrap up this episode with some good news. I think I've managed to hit the nail on the head for this one. So we have 54 meters per second to adjust our orbit and get this encounter here. A further 464 to get into orbit around Eve. So that's 510. Plus 215 to adjust this orbit to the red orbit. So that's just about half. It's down to 600 delta V. I think that's going to work. That should do it. I might be able to finesse it more, but I've also got probably the best results I can get right now. I'm going to quick save it, and I will see you in the next episode. For real this time. Bye for now.